In 18th century Europe, it was almost impossible for a woman to become a professional artist. An obligatory part of an artist's training was the study of anatomy from nude models, a practice considered improper for women. The most prestigious genre of painting at that time was history painting, large classical, biblical, or mythological scenes, often including many figures. Without access to life models, a female artist could not attain the skill needed to portray the human form accurately. Thus, women were excluded from this highest level of painting. Angelica Kauffmann refused to accept this limitation. She was born in Switzerland in 1741, the daughter of a minor painter, and became one of the most famous artists in Europe. Kauffmann's early works were all portraits, which she was able to make without studying anatomy. However, she was determined to become a history painter and overcame the lack of first-hand access to models by studying anatomy from sculptures. Many of Kauffmann's most famous history paintings portrayed scenes from the myths and history of ancient Greece and Rome. Her work, Cornelia Pointing to Her Children as Her Treasures, features a family from Roman history. The central figure, Cornelia, was known for her virtuous character. While the woman to her right displays her fine jewelry, Cornelia gestures to her sons as her source of pride. They will grow up to be the political leaders Tiberius and Gaius Gracchus. Cornelia's daughter is curious about the other woman's jewels, but Cornelia holds her hand to discourage her from touching the jewelry, symbolizing strength of character rather than pride in material wealth. Angelica Kauffmann's artistic talent and skill made her immensely successful. She produced paintings for the aristocracy and royalty of Europe. Kauffmann was an excellent businesswoman. She persistently exhibited her works and networked with other great painters and architects. Her price list stated very precisely what she charged. For history paintings, she billed for each figure included, while a painting showing only the sitter's face cost 1/3 of the price of a full-length portrait. Kauffmann was elected to the Accademia di San Luca in Rome when she was only 23. She and Mary Moser were the sole female founding members of the Royal Academy in England, and Kauffmann also painted part of the ceiling of its premises in London. But the barrier of her gender continued. In a painting of the Academy members, Moser and Kauffmann are present only as portraits hanging on the back wall. They were excluded because the room contained 2 nude male models. Male critics also attempted to make fun of Kauffmann. They suggested her works were sentimental and lacked the serious tone and moral power of true history paintings. One wrote in bad verse, "But were she married to such gentle males as figured in her painted tales, I fear she'd find a stupid wedding night." But Kauffmann's reputation was secure. She continued to be successful, exhibiting and selling paintings as she traveled abroad. Her works spread in popularity through engraved prints that were made from her designs. Kauffmann later settled in Italy with her second husband, and when she died in 1807, a magnificent funeral was arranged by the famous sculptor Antonio Canova. Fittingly, given the subject matter of many of her works, a bust of Kauffmann was placed in the Pantheon, an ancient temple in Rome.